Hey y'all, what's up? Love messages for the collective. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Hit the like button if you're feeling a vibe. Consider subscribing, help the channel grow. But if not, just hit that like button. That's it, that's all. So any which ways, I hope y'all enjoying y'all weekend. I hope y'all are having a good start to y'all weekend. It's kind of hard to shuffle these cards with this steering wheel right here, but I'm getting it. But some of y'all could have some uncertainty about your love life, your relationship. There can be, your relationship could be at a standstill. It could be stagnated. There can be some things going on in your relationship that could be questionable. Maybe things aren't what they seem. On the outside looking in, things might appear to be great, right? You might, be that type of couple that, everybody says, oh guys, you guys are such a beautiful couple, you guys work well together. But beneath the surface, there could be some things that could be going on that could be creating some imbalances between you guys. One can be giving more than the other, vice versa. Some of you guys could be ruled by the planet Venus. Some of you guys can be birth number 6. Some of you guys can be life path number 6. So if you are a birth number 6 or a life path number 6, that means that the planet that rules 6 is Venus. And one of the things about people that are ruled by people that are 6s, you guys crave balance, harmony, love, beauty, relationship. You're somebody that is extremely relationship orientated. But unfortunately, sometimes you can attract relationships where you can lack boundaries, you can overgive, you can, you might be a people pleaser, you may have an issue with creating that song and dance of, that equal give and take. You might be somebody that overgives due to people pleasing, and you might lack boundaries when it comes to relationships, when it comes to partnerships. Now, this is mainly about romantic relationships, but this can be about your friends. This can be about family, or the people that you consider family, right? So you have to be very careful if you are 6, or if you're just ruled by Venus, like if you have a Libra rising, or if you have heavy Venus energy in your chart. You have to be careful with the people pleasing, because sometimes you can be that person. If you're resonating with this, you can be that person that tends to hold on to relationships out of fear of losing that person. So you tend to overgive, or give your power away, or people please just to keep the peace, right? So that could be happening for someone. But you also could just be, again, there could just be some imbalances that could be happening with you and your partner. I don't want you guys staying in situations that is not fulfilling you in the way that you need to be fulfilled, that is not according to your greatest and highest good. So anytime you have these blocks and these obstacles that are showing up in your relationship, that is a sign for you to take a step back and really assess things, but mainly to go within and assess yourself, because relationships are mirrors, right? Relationships are mirrors. So anytime you have things that are happening in the relationship, especially if you have a pattern, you have to take a look within and see what it is that you're reflecting and why you are attracting what you are attracting. You could have a pattern of attracting people. This could be this message can be for those who are in relationships, but this can also be for you if you're not in a relationship, if you're like taking a break from relationships and dating. Maybe there is something that you have been, thinking about when it comes to your relationship patterns. You could be an overgiver, you could be a, people pleaser. Either way, this could be linked to you just always having relationships that could be always be imbalanced, and that imbalance could be because you're always the one that's giving more than what you're receiving, right? And that could be frustrating for some. I mean, hell, not for some, but for all. Queen of Wands, and we have Queen of Wands clarifying that in reverse. So again, some of you guys could even have some control issues also that you carry into your relationships. Some of you guys can be extremely impulsive, and this is another thing. This is why you could be going through what you're going through with your relationships, because you can just be somebody that's in love with the idea of being in love, right? And so because you're in love with the idea of being in love, you tend to approach relationships head on, head first. Impulsive. You could be attracted to the thrill that relationships bring. You could be attracted to the passion, the intensity, and the passion. You're someone that's very, very passionate, right? And so you have a lot of restless energy. You could have a lot of restless energy. You could have somebody that can have a high sex drive, and you could be somebody that go into relationships. You might even, with this energy here, can be somebody that can be easily dick whipped or pussy whipped, whatever you resonate with, right? This could be you. You easily get whipped. So this can get you caught up. This can get you caught up because as soon as you get you some good, you just, the blinders come on. That could be for somebody too. But you tend to approach relationships from a reckless approach, impulsive approach. You could be very risky when it comes to love and relationships as well. You can be somebody that can, date around, which is nothing wrong with dating around, but you might date too close to home. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could date multiple people that stay in the same community. You can date multiple people that's at the same job. That could be for somebody too. And I'm gonna pull one more and I'm gonna let y'all get on about y'all business. But yes, you guys definitely gotta watch out for those relationship patterns. Or you could even attract people like this. You could attract people that can be controlling, that can be impulsive, that can, constantly cheat on you. You might be very picky in relationships also. And I'm not saying that you can't be picky in relationships. We're supposed to be picky, but like picky to the point where you sabotage. You could sabotage also. You can be somebody that sabotages. So you got to watch out for that as well, my God, my baby. So we got this is 8 of Pentacles. Is this 8 of Pentacles? Yeah, because I ain't got my glasses on. 8 of Pentacles, but it came up in the challenge position. So this is, let me clarify, why is the 8 of Pentacles in reverse? Why is the 8 of Pentacles in reverse? 8 of Wands. So right now your relationship is lacking growth, is lacking potential. There could be definitely some cheating, some infidelity going on with you and your person. Why is the Ace of Wands here? Ace of Wands here. Why is the Ace of Wands here? Somebody could be, you could be dealing with somebody that could be, I'm getting, throwing your pH balance off. I'm gonna just keep it safe. You could have a pH balance that's knocked off because you have a person, you're dealing with somebody that is out there. They got community, community ping, community whatever you like, split or stick. Somebody could have community. There also could have been a major loss when it comes to your situation. For somebody, there could have been you could have also, and this is very specific, you could have went to the clinic, like a miscarriage or the A word. I don't want to say that, the A word, y'all know what I'm trying to say. It could have been like that. Like, you could have found out something about your person. You could have found out your person was hiding things, was keeping this person that you was dealing with. They appear to be one way, but beneath the surface, they could have lied. Maybe on paper they look good. They could have said, okay, I make this amount of money a year, but in reality, they really don't make that kind of money, right? They probably make this kind of money, or they probably do make this kind of money. Let's just say your person make $200,000 a year, but the way that they make their money could be shady, could be shaky. They could be like a scam artist. They could be a con artist or some shit like that. Like, the way that this person make their money is not honest. Or they could have made promises to you and they're not keeping their promises. This person, you guys could have went into the relationship with the intentions of, okay, this is what it's going to be. I come to the table with this, you come to the table with that. But you was being truthful with what you came to the table with, but this person wasn't being truthful with what they was coming to the table with. This person was taking advantage of you, your money, your gifts, your talents. You was investing way more into the relationship than that person. You was making way more investment. So you were the ones that you were the one that was constantly investing. And this person was taking and taking and taking and taking, and then it got to the point where, you called this person out on a bullshit, and it led to, either you was cheating or somebody was cheating straight up. But things just can't really quite get off the ground with y'all because of the imbalance. So, when it's like that, you're somebody, you could have heavy Pisces energy in your chart, or just heavy water in your chart. I feel Pisces more coming through, but you could be a Cancer, you could be a Scorpio, but I really strongly feel Pisces, because this energy that's coming through is so Pisces coded. You definitely could be somebody that could be attracted to like a struggle boy, a struggle boy or a struggle girl, whatever you resonate with, whatever you deal with. But you could be somebody that attracts a struggle person. You always attracting people that is in a struggle. But see, the gag is, and the thing about Pisces lacks boundaries, right? Pisces loves to idealize love, but they need to learn how to go into relationships not idealizing love, but being practical. That's the lesson of Pisces, not going into relationships with the rose-colored glasses. Like, I got on my rose-colored glasses, right? You have to stop going into relationships with the rose-colored glasses on and take the glasses off and see things for what they really and truly are. And I think that's what you're doing right now, whoever's resonating with this. I really feel like heavy Pisces energy is coming through. You can have it on the rising, you can have it on the sun, or you could just have like a Pisces stellium, or you can have some 12th house stuff going on too. But you always seem to get into relationships and situationships blindly. And unfortunately, when you go into these relationships and you go into these situationships, you don't see the truth about the person until later on. And in your case, you could have heavily invested into this person and into this relationship, thinking that it was going to be one thing, but it really wasn't. It was something else. You could have been investing. This person could have appeared like on the outside looking in. They were handsome, beautiful, fine, good looking. She probably had a fat ass. He probably had, you know, the muscles or whatever. He probably had, you know, a nice little package. He probably, you know, whatever, you know, big titties or whatever, beautiful face, whatever you like. And on paper, they probably, you know, oh wow, this person does this for a living, this person does that for a living, they make, you know, $200,000-300,000 a year. But what you probably didn't know was this person was in debt for $500,000, right? And they probably didn't tell you that. They probably hid that from you. They probably kept that from you. And you probably found out. You could have got engaged with this person. You could have moved in with this person thinking that, oh, okay, I make what I make. They make what they make. Boom. Let's do it. Let's move this forward. And y'all probably went into a situation, for example, you could have bought a house thinking that, okay, we can afford this kind of house because we both doing this. But when you moved into that house, you probably didn't realize, damn, this person made $200,000 on people, but they in debt for $500,000. You know, some shit like that. They were not truthful. They were not who they seemed. But you finally put your antennas up. You finally opened up your eyes, all three of them. Your antennas went up and you got to the bottom of it. You probably, you know, you probably do what I do, or you probably go to somebody that do what I do, and or deeper. So you're very empathic. You're an empath. So you know, again, empaths usually attract struggle boys or struggle girls. And you probably saw the best in this person, but unfortunately you didn't see the worst in this person. And even when you see the best in this person, you probably felt like your love could heal this person. My love, I love this person so much. If I just love them through their problems, if I just love them through their bullshit. You can't love anybody through their bullshit. You can't love anybody through their toxicity. You cannot love the toxicity out of anybody, right? You can't do that. And I feel like you have so much love to give. You're probably that type of person. I have so much love to give. You were overgiven. You lack boundaries, because this card right here can represent somebody that can be so empathic and have so much love and have so much wisdom and have so much knowledge and just so much to give, but you lack boundaries. You can lack boundaries when this energy comes up, so you have to be careful. Everybody don't deserve your love, babe. Everybody don't deserve your beautiful, beautiful energy. This is a beautiful, beautiful energy coming through from you, and everybody don't deserve that. And I just don't feel like, I feel like these problems can't be fixed. Whatever problems you and your person having, they just can't be fixed. It's just too much that's happened. There's been some deception. There's been, this person probably only wanted you for one thing. I'm gonna be honest. This person only wanted you for your body. You probably got a badass banging body, and they probably just was attracted to the physical. But deep down beneath, or you was attracted to the body, right? You was attracted to the physical. They probably fine as fuck. They probably look the fuck good, and you was attracted to the physical, and they probably put it on you real good. And like I said, they probably dick whip you or pussy whip you, and you became blinded by the, you know, by the good sex. But what you didn't see was this person wasn't who they wasn't who they truly was. The money that they said they make, the assets, this person probably have a lot of debt. Whatever they said they had, they didn't have it. They came to the table with little or nothing, and you probably felt like you could help them, you could clean them up. No, babe, you deserve better. This person was cheating on you. They wasn't honest with you. They probably gave you something. They probably threw your pH balance off. This person, it could have been some type of loss. If you did lose a baby, hallelujah. It was you, yeah, that needed to go back to God. I'm sorry, it just needed to go back to God. Any which ways, y'all, Boom. Adjust your crown. Okay? Sit in your power. Stand in your power. Know that you that man or woman, whatever you resonate with. Take your power back, babe. That's what you need to do at this time. You need to take your power back. All right? I hope that helped.